guys, so now I've got an exercise here for you today that I'm positive is going to help you to be able to separate your lower body from your upper body, to really help you to regain some more speed and power into your golf club from your body. So what we need to try and understand here, in our backswing, as we're turning back, our hips will be turning, but because our trail leg is anchored to the ground through our trail foot, our hips, they'll be stopping a little bit before, usually a little bit before our upper body. But what you need to understand here is that we're different, we're individual. Some people will have a natural longer swing than others, some will have a little bit shorter. But the thing you need to understand here is that our hips will be stopping in the backswing, usually a little bit before our upper body, which is totally okay. The important thing here is that you don't try and max out your backswing. I don't want you to try and stretch all the muscles in your body in your backswing, because we're going to be keeping that for a little bit later. We want to try and release our body in the correct sequence. So what's happening is there's a little bit of stretch in our muscles in our backswing, but the real magic happens in the downswing. So what happens in the downswing is once we turn back and we get a little bit of coil, once we start our downswing, by separating our lower body from our upper body, this is where the magic happens, okay? This is where the power is generated. So it's our hips and our lower body that's unwinding as our upper body is hanging back. And what's happening there, the muscles in our body are getting a really good stretch, so that when your upper body actually tries to play catch up and those muscles, they release, that's where the power happens. That's where the magic happens. So when we make our backswing here a little bit shorter, for a lot of you golfers out there, a little bit shorter than usual, try and think maybe 80% of what you usually do would be a good buffer here to do this exercise. Okay, so swing back, 80% of what you usually do. Now I want you to take a little pause, take a little break up here. We need to sort of calibrate our muscles here so we learn how to start our downswing to create this separation here. So up to the top of the backswing, 80% of what our max is. Take a little break, and then we over-exaggerate this with releasing our hips so that we're able to really sort of give a little bit more stretch, a little bit more separation from our lower body to our upper body that will translate to power in our golf swing. Now, for a lot of us out there, we need to really work on trying to do this exercise at home to really train our body to gain the ability to move separately, the segments in our body. So really work hard at those exercises there. Give it a really good chance. A few months of them is great, a few times a week. The one thing that a lot of us out there were lacking is consistency. The consistency to train effectively. All right, so once you've got some exercises, really hang in there and stay with them. Don't give up on them. Keep going, because it's that consistency that's going to lead to progress. So I really hope these tips help you out today and in the future here. Best of luck out there. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.